Manufacturing plunges 13-month lows. Debt explodes to all-time new highs. And yet here we are, markets going much higher with the Dow making a new high. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Bottom Line for Sunday, December the 3rd. And it is December already. Year's almost over, and you know, it's amazing things that are going on as we watch things happening around the globe. And the Irish villagers are erecting roadblocks to stop the government from busing in migrants to their community. And of course, why are we not having walls up? Why do we not have a legitimate border? Why do we allow people to continue to come into this country that either hate this country, want to steal from this country, and we get the finance and the privilege of paying for all their thievery and whatever else they're doing? Let people come in the way they're supposed to come in, and I think we'd be in a much better shape. But of course, you know, we were sold the bill of goods 22 years ago. They told us when the terrorists attacked, they hated our freedom. But I guess it looks like the terrorists have won. We now have police state actions. We now have the Patriot Act, which is the government's right to get a search warrant on anybody for anything, for any time. All they have to do is put in the word terrorism. You've got government spying, you have TSA, and you've got the National Defense Association. I mean, everything to take away the freedom from you. Okay. Now, again, has it helped? Has it cut down? Have you noticed what's going on in the Middle East? Have you noticed what's going on in this country? With never have we seen, at least never have I seen, as much divisiveness as I've seen since this administration has taken place. We kept hearing about how dangerous and how bad President Trump was, but in the meantime, since he's been out of office, we have inflation still skyrocketing, and of course we'll get into that. We have more hatred than ever. We have less people working than before, although again, you're going to look at the numbers and say, well, the government says, well, the government is not telling you the facts. And if you would once look at the revisions, you might see the actual facts. Okay. Homeless is growing almost at a faster pace than the population. But yes, everything is wonderful here. We can't possibly have it good enough. Gasoline is up 53%. Groceries are up 20%. The average earned income is down $7,000 a year. It couldn't be better than that. I'll tell you that. It's a wonderful thing. As now home prices have started to fall, down 17%. And of course, what's wrong with that? Okay. But of course, that does make sense logically because, of course, we have interest rates rising. So, of course, housing is directly correlated to the price of money. Okay. And never in this country have we had more debt. That's government debt. And of course, what the hell do they care about you? You get to pay for it. We are financing the debt. Remember, government does not make money. They make debt. Okay. So let's be clear about why they don't care about the debt. But what about the consumer? What about the average American, where never in history have we had this many people at max limit on at least one credit card? And because credit card debt is not dischargeable through bankruptcy, that is a debt that you will carry for the rest of your life. You will never get out of hock if you keep paying the minimum. Okay. And of course, inflation, no matter what they tell you, no matter what you hear, is going to stay a lot higher for longer. Take a look around. Forget about what I'm telling you. Look at the numbers. And I always encourage you to look within your own spending. Look within your own life. Don't take my word for it. If you're doing great, hey, I'm happy for you. Okay. But are you spending more? Are you saving less? And it is a struggle to get from paycheck to paycheck. Is it a struggle to put the money away for your retirement, because you can bet your ass Social Security will not be there by the time many of you get there. I mean, the Ponzi scheme that the government has perpetrated in Social Security is a joke, okay? Because if you understand Social Security was designed when people lived to an average age of 62, which is how the age of 65 came, okay? Why is Social Security still in the 60s when the average living age is well into the mid-70s, okay? And people want to work longer. People are healthier today. The use of pharmaceuticals has extended the life of many, okay? And, of course, we're seeing that Wall Street is betting on another soft landing with the biggest month since 2008. And what happened in 2008? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, it was the major collapse. You know, all of these big moves that we always see always come before the end. Okay, and I'm not telling you the end is here. I have no idea. But when you have a president that is crying that corporations are gouging the customer, what about the government gouging the taxpayer? What about that? How did we spend over $3 trillion this year? How did the national debt grow from 31 trillion with a T to 34 trillion? Okay. And remember, you get the privilege of paying that tax. Okay. But it's easy to see why we have these problems, okay? Because at the end of the day, our education system sucks. We are raising morons, okay? You've got campus dysfunction everywhere because the teachers are teaching it, okay? So are we going to continue to follow this path of raising morons? You know, every generation and every great empire started out with the beginning, working very hard, fighting for freedom, fighting for everything they need. And then you get into the money issue, and parents work so hard to make sure their children are taken care of. By the time your children are ready, they're lazy. That's what we have, lazy people right now that don't want to work, that want to go out and spend and charge it and live in their parents' basement. Okay? What happened to people working, which we'll get into in our commentary later. But you've got everything that looks bad. You've got a Federal Reserve that is constantly making the wrong, ridiculous, moronic decision. And of course, once again, we're up against the potential government shutdown, and they should shut it down. They should shut it down permanently, okay, and rebuild under the bylaws and under the Constitution, which we no longer follow, okay. And we have the continuation of the desire to change history. Okay. History is what it is. We are not going to learn from history. We are going to repeat it because we have idiots that are running this country that hate this country. Okay. You're going to be living in a communist state if you continue to allow this to go on. If you continue to just shove it to the side, everything's okay, everything's not okay. Okay. Everything is not okay. The government is stealing your money. They are taking away your freedom, from TSA at the airport to the FISA warrants that they can take on anybody at any time, to the spying that they do, and to the unfair practice of laws. Okay. Now, again, forget about whether you liked President Trump or not. That is not part of this question. But why is it that President Trump is still in the news? They are still going after him 3 years after he's out of office. And yet Hunter Biden, the Biden family, okay, who has broken more laws in their 55 years in office than almost any other politician. And yet there they are running around like nothing's going on. Nothing is wrong. Think about that, okay? The next time you want to think about something, think about that, okay? Because corporations are entitled to make money. They're not gouging. If the government would stop the spending and stop the taxing, we wouldn't have most of the issues that we have. But of course, here we are. once again with the same old bullshit, okay, with the same old crap. But now we've got true haters of America, the squad who hates America, okay? And again, if you don't think that President Obama didn't ship those 70,000 Somalians into Minnesota so Ilhan Omar could become into office there, you better think again. But these are the manipulative tactics that we are watching take place before your very eyes. It's like a magic act, but it's really not magic. It is destroying the American way. Truth, justice, and the American way, which is really built on capitalism and the ability for anybody to come to this country legally and become something. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, December the 3rd. We're going to step out here for a break and come back with our market report. What's up, kids? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everything was well. And of course, as you know, I always talk about our sponsors every week, and every day. Because again, these are people that I vetted. These are people that I use, and they are brokerage people and they're brokerage partners. Again, I have many brokers. So again, I'm not just telling you just because that's the way I want. I want you to be able to benefit from the experience that I have over the 45 years of trading. And we use Capital Trading Group. They are a partner with us in many different products. They do all of our letter of direction trading. They're by far the best with customer service. They will take care of you. They will work with you. But I just urge you to check them out. It's up to you. Again, I'm not going to tell you where to go. I'm going to tell you to check it out to see if it's something that fits for you, that makes your life easier and better. Anyways, that's info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. Scrolling on the side. And of course, Trade Your Brokerage, which is phenomenal. Saves me $100,000 a year in commission. Okay. They're $10 a month flat. They can execute all of our portfolio models at no charge automatically. Okay, because we have the programs written. We do a lot. That's what we do. Okay, our hedging program is a licensing fee to us. It doesn't change your price at Trader. It's $10 a month flat. And that is try.trader.com/Bubba. Also scrolling to the side. And our high school program, which is being rebuilt as we speak. If you want to help us out, go to High School Investing. Check it out on the bottom. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. But check it out. The link is down there for you. And of course, let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line, and of course, our market report. Welcome back. It is Bubba's Bottom Line for Sunday, December the 3rd. And of course, markets had their biggest month since 2008. And hey, listen, that's why we tell you all the time, constantly, do not fight the marketplace. Okay? Do not fight the tape, because you get these monster rallies. And this has been one hell of a rally. The Dow made a new high for 2023. Okay. And some of the other, and it appears that we have still have a shot at all-time new highs. So, hey, bad economy, bad this, bad that, markets don't care. Now, one of the reasons that markets don't care is because of the excess money supply, which we're paying for in another fashion. But again, you cannot fight the tape. Okay. The economy and the stock market are not necessarily intertwined today. So just remember that. In the meantime, last week, all four major indices skyrocketed higher. Okay. With the Dow again making a new high. We're along them all. So I mean, listen, it was a great week for us. Okay. So again, I'm not complaining about the financial side of it. I'm saying to you that be careful out there, because again, this market is close. Now again, close is a relative term. But there's a big problem on the horizon. Again, you're starting to see them. They're starting to show up, but just be aware. It does not mean you should not invest, because again, if you believe in America, you continue to invest. You hedge, which is what we do. In the meantime, the dollar continues to vacillate, but is trending lower, and we would be short, but we no longer trade it. The euro currency is trending higher, and of course, we are still long the euro currency. Bitcoin is exploding higher. It's up near 40,000 again. We're still long Bitcoin. Bonds and notes have exploded late in the week. And of course, this is all on the thought that the Fed is going to get back into the rate cutting business. And there's no way. They are nowhere near being able to cut rates, because they are nowhere near their inflation target. And they're nowhere near the numbers that they report what our inflation is. So, but bonds and notes did pop higher, which brought the rates down. 10 years, popped at 5% a couple of weeks ago or months ago, and now are back around 4 and 4.3. But I would suspect they're going to see 6% before long. The metals popped higher very nicely and sharply, and we are long the metals, gold and silver. Of course, we don't trade platinum anymore. And by the way, we are long the bonds and the notes. We don't trade platinum anymore because it's just not liquid enough. But overall, the markets, the metals are flying higher. Gold had a huge day on Friday. Silver is not going to get to 30 this year. You know, as we said at the beginning of the year, we thought gold would get to all-time new highs, which is close, but it's not there yet. And we thought silver would get in the 30s. It is not there yet. It's only had a $6 range for basically the entire year. But in the meantime, they're both higher and they're both running, and we're still long. Copper, we're still long, and that's running. The grain markets are choppy. We're short corn, we're short wheat, and we are long beans. The meats are getting hammered, which we said and thought and told you to short the cattle and buy hogs. Now, we don't trade them anymore, but we would be short cattle. We would be long hogs. And, of course, that is exactly how they're playing out because, again, the prices got so high in cattle that it doesn't matter the reason why. You priced people out of the market. You priced out the demand. Okay. In the meantime, in the energies, natural gas continues to head lower. We continue to be short, along with crude oil. And it's amazing that every crude oil rally has been met with heavy selling. And crude is back down into the low 70s. Now, don't be surprised when OPEC and Saudi Arabia cut production even further because they're not going to tolerate these prices much longer. But that does, if you want to look at it from a big picture, from a macroeconomic stand, lower demand in crude oil means a weakening economy. Okay, simple as that. 80% of everything you do is related to fuel. So if the demand for fuel is dropping, it means the economy is in trouble. Okay. In the meantime, in the softs, cocoa, we're long, had an up week. Sugar got hammered on Friday. We're going to reverse that on Sunday night, or actually in the middle of the night, Sunday or Monday morning. Okay. Cotton continues to be under pressure. We continue to be short. OJ is still up to around $4, which is unbelievable. We're still long, and coffee is still flying higher, and we're still on coffee as well. So again, we had a very solid and a very good week. And again, it's just telling you that that's the trend and we're playing with the trend. So there's a lot of things going on. It's going to get slower. And as far as I'm concerned, from a trading standpoint, there's 10 days to go in the year until triple witching expiration. And then that's basically it. And of course, our Vegas event. And by the way, we have a live stream. If you want to sign up for the live stream for our 3-day Vegas event, check it out. There'll be a link in the mailing, and you can just email me direct as well. In the meantime, we're going to step out here for our final break and come back with, of course, our commentary and our football picks. Bubba's Bottom Line, Sunday, December 3rd. All right, kids. Well, I'm not going to go through the whole speech, but I will tell you that check out our brokerage partners, Capital Trading Group, Trade Your Brokerage. They're both scrolling on the sides. Our high school program on the bottom. And of course, if you're interested in coming to the live stream, which we're going to offer, it will be $500 for the live stream from Vegas. It'll be a 3-day educational event where we'll also live trade there. So if you'd like to check it out, please go ahead and email me at bubba@bubbatrading.com. And of course, our high school program. Let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line with me, Todd Bubba Horse, for my commentary and market report. Welcome back. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, December the 3rd. And, you know, I'll tell you, it is embarrassing what has happened to the workplace today. It is embarrassing that there is no more pride of ownership. There is no more pride in your work, which basically says there is very little pride in America. And, you know, it used to be something special to work hard, okay? And I happen to be very fortunate because my kids both work very, very hard, and they worked hard since the day they got out of college, and they both have the same job they got when they were out of college. But at the end of the day, you go to a store and nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to help you. The people hide from trying to help you. And I think that's a very sad state, a sad case to look at when people have no pride of ownership, even if it's not their company, but you should have pride in the work you do and the quality that you deliver, not delivering some piece of shit, and not delivering something that is not well done. And of course, even you can't even get workmen to come to the house to fix something because they don't care. It's not that big a deal to them. So again, I just wonder if you're concerned as I am, where's the pride? Where is the desire to be better than anybody else? Makes no sense to me, but we try hard and we will continue to do our best right here on Bubba's Bottom Line. And of course, it is a football Sunday, and we like two plays for you today. We like the Atlanta Falcons against the New York Jets, laying under 2. And we like the San Francisco 49ers. That game is around 3. We bet it early in the week, but we'd like to see, I wouldn't lay 3. I'd want to lay less than 3 or take San Francisco on the money line. It's an interesting play. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. We'll see you tomorrow with Bubba's Day Update. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you later.